Hey guys, this is Will with eXp Realty, and I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I know I am, but I'm getting some serious Florida heat today here in Clermont, which was where we're actually going to be doing today's video. Clermont's a really unique spot here in Central Florida for a lot of different reasons, so we're going to hop into all of that and find out if Clermont, Florida is the place for you to live. So let's go check it out. So where is Clermont? For those that don't already know, you're about 35 minutes west of downtown Orlando, another 20-ish minutes or so from Winter Garden. But don't let that fool you. You're really not far from all the things that are bringing people to Central Florida. You're really only about 35 minutes from Disney at the most northern part. And then if you go south towards the Citrus Ridge area, it's really only about 20 minutes. Same thing, about 30 to 35 minutes from Universal. You have a ton of hospitals, grocery stores, fitness places, everything you need really here in the community. And because you're right in the middle of the state, you're about an hour and a half on each side from each coast, so an hour and a half to the East Coast beaches, an hour and a half to the West Coast beaches. So you're really like right in the middle of all the action. And if that's too far, you have a ton of lakes here. You have Lake Minnehaha, Lake Louisa, and Lake Mineola all right in the vicinity. Aside from just the fun and things to do, you're also actually super close to all your necessities. You have a ton of grocery stores here, a ton of gyms, a ton of places to eat, which kind of goes into the commercial development Clermont scene, which we'll get into later. But really, you're like right in the middle of everything, even though you look like you're a little bit further outside of Orlando. So one of the things I talked about earlier is that Clermont is unique, and where that uniqueness comes from is primarily from the topography. When I have clients reach out about the area, they always note the beautiful rolling hills and skiable lakes we have here in Clermont, which, even though we're seeing a lot of development, you still have that outdoorsy charm that really, I think, separates it from a lot of places in Central Florida. Now, probably the biggest reason I have clients reach out to me about Clermont is going to be the affordability. Now, this is definitely relative, and it is more expensive than a place like Orlando, but when you compare it to the nearby city of Winter Garden, you really are saving a pretty penny by going about 20 minutes west. Median home price here right now is sitting at about $430,000, while in Winter Garden it's about $485,000. So that's about a $60,000 difference between the two. So you're definitely saving a lot of money, but when you compare it to somewhere like Orlando that's sitting about $375,000 right now, it definitely is more expensive. Now here in Clermont, like most places in Central Florida, we have seen a huge appreciation jump. In the past year alone, we've gone about 30% up from what values were in 2021. However, let's be real here. I think the market's kind of reaching that point to where we're going to see pre-pandemic levels of appreciation kind of sink back into those single digits versus those double-digit appreciation. So I would not expect that here because that's obviously unsustainable. However, you are saving a ton of money, and there's a ton of development still here that's definitely going to help out your property values. Another really big draw to the area is going to be the new construction homes. Like I mentioned a bit earlier, you do have a lot of commercial and residential development that we've seen here over the past 10 years, but you're really seeing a residential boom as well. So you have a ton of great communities like Taylor Morrison's Crestview, Seasons at Palisades by Richmond American, and they even have 55 plus options such as Serenoa Lakes by D.R. Horton. So you really have a ton of new communities here that are really beautiful, and they blend really well with a lot of the older established communities. You're getting a pretty decent amount of land. I do notice that a lot of the lots here might be a little bit bigger than what you see in Winter Garden, and you're also saving a pretty penny compared to Winter Garden. But the most exciting project is probably going to be the commercial project going up Wellness Way, and the Olympus development coming, which we're going to touch in just a second. So the Wellness Way development, I would say, is probably the most exciting project we have here in Central Florida, right up there with the Sunbridge development over in St. Cloud. It's going to be over 15,000 acres located in Lake County, kind of on the northern part of Clermont, right next to Horizon West. What's really cool about this project is they're going to combine over 1.5 million square feet of office, retail, restaurant, fitness space, and it's going to add 7,000 jobs to the area, and it's expected to have over $1 billion impact to the local economy here in Lake County. So it's a really, really exciting project. Now, while this sounds like a super exciting project, it is getting pushed back from locals, and even though I'm a real estate agent, I do understand the kind of doubt for the project. Clermont, like I said earlier, is known for its outdoors, its topography, its nature, and when you get a huge development like that, it definitely changes the area a lot. So I understand the concern. Hopefully, like Sunbridge over in St. Cloud, they're able to integrate the nature and really keep that outdoors country charm that Clermont has while integrating fun new development that really ignites this economy here in Lake County, Florida. Overall, the Wellness Way and Olympus project are going to be really sick in my opinion, and I think it's going to be really cool. Hopefully they can make everybody happy. I think things are really looking up for Clermont, a place that was looked at as country or outdoorsy before, still retains that charm, but because of the 60% population boom, you're getting a lot of development here, which is super exciting, bringing a lot of jobs here and just bringing a lot of economic growth to the area. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this really quick video we did of the Clermont, Florida area. I really like coming out here and working out here. It's a really unique spot here in Central Florida that I think is really different from a lot of the surrounding cities here. If you guys like this content, make sure to subscribe down below so you can see more of it. And if you're looking for a realtor here in Clermont or really anywhere else in Central Florida, I'd love to be your real estate agent of choice. So I'll catch you guys next time.